Reverend Dr. Uma Ukpai is gone. A Christian leader, an international evangelist, and a preacher from Nigeria, born in January 7, 1945, and died in October 6, 2025. He was married to Philomena Uma Ukpai, a pastor. Their marriage produced 8 children and an adopted child. Uma Ukpai lost 2 of his children in a car accident on the same day.
I lost 4 people in one day. The same day I lost 3 jeeps. The same day I lost 8 printing machines. Before I lost all that, Satan came to my hotel room. He walked into the room without opening the door. He said, Uma, there's someone who preached at the Greater Level for Christ Crusade, and I'll punish you for it. Uma, why are you not afraid of me? I am used to trouble. I was born with nuisance value. My father was killed when I was 10 years. The man who killed my father poisoned my mother. For 5 years, my mother did not save the son. But then I went to God and grabbed God and said, teach me how to take care of a family. And God showed me how to create wealth. I became a father to my mother, a husband to her. Job was taking people in one day. I said to God, naked came I into this world, naked shall I return to you. The Bible said he did not sin or ridicule God. I was shocked a year after. God said today, for handling that crisis very well, I'll give you 100 acres to move with everywhere you go. Whatever you say, they will do it. Men and brethren, this Bible is powerful. Men who are ready to die shall live. Life without trouble is useless. We become great by the problems we solve. A barren mango tree cannot attract any stone or stick from a schoolboy going to school. If you're useless, Satan will not worry you. Satan does not fight everybody. You have to have something worth contending for Satan to harass you.
He was the founder and president of Uma Ukpai Evangelistic Association, a non-denominational gospel ministry based in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. He was a key leader of Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, being a founder of the movement. He celebrated his 80th birthday on the 7th of January 2025.
I think when I grow a little older, I will want to be like Uma Ukpai. All right, all of you who will live to be 80, shout hallelujah. I feel thoroughly humbled that someone as great as Uma Ukpai could ask me to come and say a word on this special occasion. About Uma Ukpai is maybe a different thing to different people. He may not know this, that it has been one of the greatest encouragements in my life. I met him for the first time more than 40 years ago when he came to Lagos for that wonderful crusade. And I've been following him ever since. I was a small boy then. I'm still a small boy now. It's just that small might be different from small. And I learned a great thing from him right from the very first time I met him. And that is that if you really want God to come down, you want God to be present in any of your programs, learn to worship God. I learned that from him. So if you see me kneeling down to worship God before I stand up here, I know that if I follow the footsteps of a great man like that, well, you know there are things we say. You say, when you are young, and they say, who would you like to be like when you grow old? And then you mention somebody. I think when I grow a little older, I will want to be like Uma Ukpai. But I learned something else from him. That if you really want to serve God, then you must be ready to serve him, whether things are pleasant or things are not pleasant. In the darkest moment of my life, since becoming a Christian, when I lost my son, without notice, when my son phoned me on a Sunday evening, Daddy, the weekend program had been extremely successful. Glory be to God. Thank you for your prayer support. And then I heard The next thing I heard on Tuesday night is that my son was gone. And I have to preach on Friday. One reference point that gave me strength was Uma Ukpai. I know he lost more than one child in a day. And he did not waver. He kept on serving God. He gave me strength at a time when I needed it most. Sir, congratulations, sir. It's only when you get to heaven that you will realize how powerful your influence had been on earth. I congratulate you. I salute you.
After his father passed at 10 years old, he struggled to go to school, saved up money, took care of his mother, and put himself through school. He didn't stop at basic schooling. He studied journalism, theology across the UK and the US. He is a certified electrical engineering practitioner, diploma in journalism, bachelor's and doctorate degree in divinity. This man was far from perfect. I mean, no one is, but he built with intent. He institutionalized faith, education, healthcare, mentorship. He weathered loss, personal pain, public scrutiny, yet stayed in the game. His death raised hard questions. Will his successors match his fire? Will the institution survive this fragmentation? What will people remember? Rest in peace, Reverend Dr. Uma Ukpai. His legacy lives on.
This man got popular many years ago because of the kind of testimonies that was heard from his ministry. But that didn't exempt him from miserable things. Apart from all his children dying in one day and even many of his church members dying in an accident, this man's wife gave birth to their first son and they discovered that he was crippled. And you would think that he would pray and God will heal the boy, but the boy was crippled for a while until the second born came out in the hospital. When he was going to the hospital to see the second child that was just delivered by the wife, the nurse met him and asked him, "That's your firstborn, is he still crippled till now?" This man of God replied, "Yes." And this witness told him that you are the most foolish person I've ever seen in Nigeria. If you claim that your God is a miracle worker, why don't you start from your house? He said that right at that moment, God spoke to him. He said, "Because this nurse has mocked you, I have remembered you." He said, "Go back to your living room and raise songs to heaven." He did exactly as he was told. He began to sing from songs to song in his living room, and his child fell into a deep sleep. After long hours of sleep, this boy woke up from sleep and told his dad that angels just left his room now. And his dad was still looking at him, and he stood up and began to walk. From walking, he began to run. His dad ran to the hospital and told his wife and the nurse that his son is now walking. His wife looked into his eyes and told him that you are an Assemblies of God pastor. Why will you be lying to me?